What's good, everybody? It is your boy Tony the Savant back again. Hope everybody's having a good to great day. If y'all don't mind, swing by the platforms Instagram, Tony the Savant. Be your boy, your followers. I'm dropping exclusive content over there. Also, swing by Twitter, X, whichever one makes you more comfortable. Get your boy a follow. We getting into the Twitter spaces, dropping exclusives over there as well. Also, the Facebook page, that's the headquarters where I drop all the daily content updates. Uh, Pretty much all of everything goes on the Facebook as far as what's going on with the Tony Savant movement and us, and as well the crib right here at home. YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content. I definitely appreciate all of the love, support, everything y'all show me, man, and I just try to reciprocate it through my hard work and staying consistent. So if y'all don't mind, swing by those platforms, give your boy a follow, as the takeover will be live streamed. All right, this is what the new slogan is. I'm seeing that there's a void in the sports talk world, and I'm gonna fill it. But let's get right into it. Why don't we? All right, because everybody's been talking about LeBron James's comments pertaining to who he felt were the most impactful players since he began watching the game. And I gotta call out my brothers in the Jordan community and the true hoop fan community, because it's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna say it like this, but I am seeing a thing that cats that I usually agree with are moving a little funny in my opinion, because they don't necessarily agree with LeBron's opinion that Steph Curry and Allen Iverson were the most impactful players to him. All right, that interview question was based on him, based on who he perceived were the most impactful players. You got to understand. All right, I know the whole Michael Jordan versus LeBron James debate has been going on for some time, and everybody has essentially chosen a side at this point. We've gotten 22 decades, 20 years of back and forth. And so at this point, everybody's established whose side they're on. But at the same time, we got to still understand, man, that LeBron, Michael, it don't matter. Anybody in the sports world, if you're a sports fan, you're entitled to your opinion. We can't be getting up all in the tissy, all right? Because just because Michael Jordan wasn't the quote-unquote most impactful player to LeBron James, don't mean Michael Jordan was the most impactful player. And we all know LeBron James do his slick, passive-aggressive, blah, blah, blahs. But outside of that, I don't totally disagree with who he says was the most impactful players to him. As Allen Iverson has had an impact on basketball players as far as revolutionizing the crossover. I mean, right now to this day, we're talking about Kyrie. We're comparing Kyrie Irving to prime Allen Iverson in respect to just being skilled players, basing their games off the crossover. Being able to dribble and get to their spots and being offensive weapons, lethal weapons. I can see why LeBron James said that. I can also see why Steph Curry, as me myself has said, Steph Curry is the second greatest player I've ever seen play basketball. And I think he's the second best player all time, especially due to his impact. As LeBron James, well, I don't think it was LeBron, I think it was Paul Pierce that said that when you walk into the gyms now and you play a pickup game, everybody's shooting threes. The most popular college player, is a young lady named Caitlin Clark, and she plays exactly like Steph Curry. So his impact has been felt respectfully as well. And of course, when we go down to the nitty gritty, we're talking about this dude, Michael Jordan. As you can see in the visual, I put this visual up because I feel like this is one of the most powerful images of Michael Jordan and the residue from his impact on the game. As we all know, Pat Riley is one of the godfathers of the NBA. All right, let's just put it out there. Pat Riley is a made man. This guy is single-handedly responsible for expediting LeBron James and his clutch sports team out of the city of Miami in the state of Florida, because Pat Riley would not concede executive power to LeBron James. As we can see, LeBron James has had that power in Cleveland and definitely is wielding that power in Los Angeles with the Lakers in modern day times. Pat Riley is one of those guys along NBA history, one of the few guys, I should say, in NBA history that has said no to LeBron James. And to this day, we still hear about it. We still feel it. Um, and to his respects, it made me realize that, oh, okay, the buck in the NBA does not stop with LeBron James. There are people that have more power and sway than him. But I had to put this image up because Pat Riley is the reason why LeBron James couldn't wear the number 23 in Miami, guys. This particular visual right here on this evening of the evening that this picture was taken, LeBron James, Pat Riley, and Michael Jordan all had a meeting. Now, I don't think a lot of people know about this meeting, but essentially Pat Riley told LeBron James, okay, it's cool if you come here. We established that it was public knowledge amongst, as far as the people behind the scenes. It wasn't public knowledge amongst fans, but it was public knowledge amongst those behind the scenes that LeBron James was going to Miami. The decision was an ESPN thing. It wasn't LeBron James thing. The whole decision spectacle was ESPN production. To LeBron James' credit, I'm not sure how much he wanted to do that or how much say he had in that, but ESPN wanted to broadcast LeBron James's free agency decision as it was his first free agency decision in his career. They wanted to broadcast that to the people. So LeBron James had already made up his decision, I believe 2 or 3 months before the decision. And then we actually get the decision. But LeBron James, Pat Riley, and Michael Jordan all had a meeting, and LeBron and Pat Riley told him, look, you can come here, but you can't wear number 23. All right? That's my boy right here, number. And this is how we got LeBron James in the number 6. So a lot of propaganda surrounding that story, but that's essentially how it was done. And that's just because based off of Michael Jordan's impact. What he was able to bring to the game. I've heard many of people tell their stories about Michael Jordan and his impact. But the most impactful story to me personally, like I said, Pat Riley is the reason why nobody in Miami will ever wear the number 23. And that's because Pat Riley, one of the most powerful men in the NBA, has a high regard of respect for Michael Jordan because of Michael Jordan's impact on the game. And we can go on and on about Michael Jordan's impact on the game after that. You know what I mean? But that is just one of the single-handed things about Michael Jordan that has stuck with me as far as his impact on the game and how that resonates through the league. But if LeBron James feels like Steph Curry and Allen Iverson, respectfully, LeBron James is a couple years older than me. So as far as me, I didn't get the pleasure of seeing Michael Jordan's come up. As far as Michael Jordan, the first 7 years, I'll say it. I said it once. I'll say it again. I came up in the South Side of Chicago during the 90s. So by the time I was watching the basketball, by the time I was watching the NBA and playing basketball myself, as far as having an understanding of the game, Michael Jordan was already winning. I think my first memories really start around like the 92 finals. I remember the Portland Trailblazers finals vividly. And all of the excitement that, my family had about that. But outside of that, LeBron James said that it was Allen Iverson for him. You got to realize that by the time me personally, I was AI. I was right before I was about to get into high school, So, yeah, AI was the man. And I remember how crazed everybody was about Allen Iverson. One of my older sisters had a huge crush on him. This is how I was introduced to Allen Iverson as a little kid. You know what I mean? I came home one day and my sister had a poster of this dude wearing number 3, and it's like the most iconic poster of Allen Iverson with him wearing his Philly jersey. But I'm like, yo, okay, okay, all right, who's this dude? And do my research. I was a huge Kobe fan, so I was, whatever Kobe did, I was up to date with that. But respectfully, I don't have a problem with LeBron James saying Steph Curry and Allen Iverson. It's my point. Um, and everybody has their opinions. You know what I mean? The game of basketball is such a beautiful thing that you can appreciate so many different aspects of basketball. I'm one of those dudes that appreciates defense. So if any kind of young NBA player is showing some defensive prowess, I'm gonna be a fan of his. I'm gonna support him. I love SGA. I love Anthony Edwards. Those are two young players that show some defensive effort. So yeah, you know what I mean. And that's because that's one aspect of the game that I'm biased about, that I personally love. Other people might like the athletic guys, you know what I mean? So if you're gonna be a huge Zion Williamson fan, if you love the the athletic aspect of the game. Uh, and if you like shooting, of course, we could bring back Steph. We could bring back Dame. We could bring, so many beautiful aspects of the basketball game that if somebody says, "Oh, I liked um, Peja Stojakovic because he came in, he was lethal. He give you a quick 16 off the bench." Then that's your opinion. That's the aspect of the game that you like. You like the guys that come off the bench and they hot. You know what I mean? Immediately impact the game. Then that's the aspect of the game that you can love. So I'm just going through different aspects. Excuse me, y'all. I'm rambling a little bit. I'm just going through all of these aspects of the game because if LeBron James says that he deems Allen Iverson and Steph Curry the more impactful players, then that's his opinion, that's his right. And then you definitely have evidence substantiating his claim. As AI and Steph Curry aren't no bums, and they definitely have impacted generations of children and basketball players. So that's all I got for y'all on that one. It is your boy Tony the Savant. Once again, please swing by the platforms as mentioned in the beginning of the video: Instagram, Twitter, X, YouTube, and Facebook. As I'm in all four corners of the social medias, doing the work, just making sure it's up to par and excellent for y'all because the slogan, y'all the bosses. I'm the only one that can get the job done. I'm about to get back to work because the takeover will be live streamed. That's a fact. It's your boy Tony the Savant. Peace.